Are we on?
Are we live?
Oh my god. Hello, wrestling fans.
Yes, it's going. I've got a notification. We're live.
Hello, wrestling fans. And welcome to this special live edition of the Suplah Impromptu. We had no idea we were going to do it live. It's because we have no editor this week, because I can't be bothered, because I've got loads of work to do. Liam has got loads of work to do, and Sam is in a different place.
Sam's gone to the dark dimension, basically. If you've seen Doctor Strange is a biopic of Sam's life. But imagine Doctor Strange being a surly 22-year-old from England. It's essentially the same thing. Let me get the comments up because we don't have.
I'm trying to get them up on my phone. This is how
so
is.
Let's plug on the social medias and stuff.
So I'm going to share this on social media. How the hell do I do that again? I can't remember because this thing is crap. Anywho, we figure it out and I talk.
Okay, I'll do it.
You talk. You talk. I put on social media. I'll do the social media.
Okay, I will talk. You will put it on social media. We have no one in the chat, so we have open reign to discuss what we want at the moment.
Yeah,
Oh, we do have a couple of people. We've got Janie. We've got Alex King. Lizzie's here and Woofy's here. So I want to start off by asking a question that I've asked Sam and I've asked a couple of other people to ask is, do you think that the NXT Championship is a world championship? Now, if you are in the chat, join us. Let me know what you think. Do you rate the NXT Championship maybe not quite to the same level as something like the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship, but you would rate it as a world championship and at least higher than the United States and Intercontinental Championship? Andy, what are your thoughts?
It's not a world title.
And that's the end of the discussion.
Well, it's not a world title because it's a developmental title. It's like, I don't know, it'd be the equivalent of saying, I don't know, some guy's wrestling federation in, I don't know, Derpy Land in Ohio or something, and they're just like, LOL! This is a world title! Like, no, it's not! Deal with it.
Okay, well, in the chat, we've already got some replies. Lizzie and Voidstorm, they both agree that it's a world championship. Voidstorm says, it is the main event title of NXT, ergo, it's the world title of NXT. Whereas Alex King and Woofy disagree. Woofy puts the NXT championship is prestigious, but it's not a world title. Maybe saying it's a world title probably isn't the correct, I think it's better. It's easy to say it's a world title, but I think what we can all agree on is that it is the main title of that specific brand. Am I right?
It's a main event title, yes.
Well, what's the main event title compared to a world title?
Well, a world title is like it has to be defended all over the world. Now, as far as I am aware, it's been defended in only 2 other countries, so it's not the entire planet.
Well, actually, that's wrong. It's been defended in America, Canada, Japan, England, and probably a couple of others. But by that logic, that should say that the Universal Championship should be defended on different planets, which it hasn't, because as we all know,
it should be defended on the sun. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, but the thing is...
sorry. Woofy's had a kid today. He's a new father. Congratulations to Woofy. His little baby was born today, he says in the chat. Well done. Congratulations,
Call
Woofy.
it Andy!
No, if you love your child, don't do that. don't do that. Anyway, going back to the original point. Again, congratulations to Woofy. Going back to the original point, like I said, if by what you said is correct, then Brock Lesnar should defend the Universal title on fucking Mars.
Okay, wait. Here's the thing. Here's why I don't think it's a world title.
Okay, go on.
Because if it's a world title, not even in kayfabe, just in life as a whole, if it's a world title, what would be the purpose then in being promoted onto the main roster to either go for the WWE title or the Universal title? What the hell would be the point in that?
Because I would say that the definition of a world title, in my opinion, might be a bit different to the definition of your idea of a world title. You're talking about a world title in kayfabe. I'm talking about a world title in terms of product and branding. The NXT title is a world title in that it is the main title of NXT.
Yeah, okay, fine. But I thought you meant kayfabe. Is it actually a world title? And the answer is obviously no.
Well, I mean, in terms of the purist wrestling, it's not defended on fucking in Alaska or Antarctica or whatever, right? By that definition, then I guess technically you're correct. It's not a world title, but then what about the WWE and Universal titles? I mean, how often has the Universal title ever been defended outside of North America? I don't really know. So even as a world title, is it a world title? Just by the sheer definition of what you've said, though.
Like, is a world title a world title? World title section. It's a world title in a world title.
The NXT title has been around longer than the Universal belt, and I think it's been defended in more countries than the Universal belt. But what you're saying is that the Universal title is a world title, even though it hasn't been defended on as many countries as the NXT title.
Did you say on country? Like it's literally defended on top of a country. There you go.
Well, yeah, technically it is defended on top of a country, because what is a country, Andrew?
It's a bit of land.
Right. And are you telling me that you defend a belt underground?
You could do a match on a boat.
Covered in mud.
You could do a match on a boat. You don't know that. WWE on a boat. Get your floats.
If they had the fucking money, they'll do that as a network special. Thankfully, they're too poor at the moment to do that. But no, I would say it isn't the NXT title is a world title, as in it's the main championship of that specific promotion, brand, whatever. I think any title that is the main title is a world title. In terms of, well, no, because what you've said, has the WWE title ever been defended in fucking Jamaica?
Well, I don't know. Do I? What am I, a genius?
Well, there you go. You don't know if it's a world title. What constitutes as world title? Does it have to just be defended in one different country?
It should be the top, right at the very top. Because with NXT, it's a progression thing. You can win the NXT title, and then you progress to being like a world tag team champion. So, like, that makes sense. It's like a progression. You work your way up. That's the point. If you become a world champion in NXT, it's like, well, screw this. I don't need to go to the main roster. I'm a world champion, lol. I mean, Christ, using that logic, Bo Dallas is a world champion.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Like, see what I mean? It's not. It's not a world title. It's a main event title. Yes. World. No.
Voiceum says they have toured all over. However, how many main events have been defended outside of US, UK, Canada? While they do live tours, they haven't defended worldwide. Oh, I think that's in reference to semantics. Yeah. Super Chesney says that the Universal title has only been defended in one universe, to be fair. Not just that, Super Chesney. It's been defended on one planet. But it's a Universal title.
Well, what are we going to say? E.T. come down, go, found home, I want the belt. Like, that's not going to happen. So, what the hell?
E.T. destroy Lesnar.
E.T.
Oh, wait, that's Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah. Super alien dinosaurs can't win the title, can they? No. So, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, I think it is a world title, and the definition that it is the main event of a brand. Because by the definition that you've said, that the Universal title is higher than the WWE title, which means that there's no point going to SmackDown. You should only go to Raw.
Well, let's agree.
Does that mean that everyone SmackDown's just being put ready for Raw?
Let's agree to disagree. Saying? That's probably the best thing. Because we need to talk about the thing that people came here to talk about, wanted to see us talk about. That's
in the title.
Wherever the title is, it's all over the place. We are going to talk about a certain man who likes to do this, and it's not me, and a man who thinks he's invisible for some reason. Wrestling's dumb. That promo, though. John Cena, Roman Reigns, the contract signing promo thing. Best one of the year. Yay or nay?
So let's just talk about this now. Me and Andy are on very different.
You ignore my question.
Me and Andy are on
Is it
very.
good or bad? So anyway, Kim Jong-un, he's a crazy.
He's been firing missiles over other countries. What a knob! We should fucking just do Sky News. And in today's news, Kim Jong-un has been a bit of a twat today.
To be honest, and now Andy with the weather. We're all gonna die.
So, anyway, as I was trying to say, me and Andy have very different standings and points of view on one Roman Reigns. Andy really despises the man and hasn't really given a full proper reason why. Just hates him, just like a schoolgirl would hate the boy that she really fancies. Just saying.
I am straight. Anyway, so...
that's not what I was talking about, but okay.
You alluded to it.
Whereas I think that Reigns, he's better in the ring, not the strongest on the microphone, but he's very, very good in the ring, and I don't think he's as bad as Andy pipes up to be. But of course, oh, hang on, we've got. Let me just. Sorry.
Wow. Oh. You have ADD?
No, we've got a certain someone in the chat that I need to try and figure out how to get rid of.
Who's that then?
Jeremy McCullough.
Oh, a lovely human being.
Yes, that man.
Anyway, moving on. So anyway,
as I was trying to say, sorry. So they finally did. They pulled the trigger on what WWE has always wanted to do, which is have Cena and Roman Reigns. We knew this was coming from a mile away. It was eventually going to happen. I actually thought it was going to be saved for a Mania. It turns out it wasn't saved for a Mania. They're doing it at No Mercy is the next one, I think. Is it No Mercy?
So, yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's No Mercy or Hell in a Cell. Anyway, they're deciding to execute it for then and there. But they put them in on Monday night, and for the first time, as someone who doesn't think Roman Reigns is that bad, for the first time, I saw Roman's weakness. Compared to Cena, and you can say what you want about Cena, but compared to Cena, he has so fucking much left to do and grow.
Like, yeah. I mean, it's abruptly clear that he's not at that level yet, but here is the great swerve of swerves, people.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think Roman Reigns was that bad. And I also believe that this could be the promo that finally puts him above where he was. This could be a star-making promo. Depending on what the hell happens next. But
sorry, Voidstorms just said, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. Why is Jeremy banned? It's a long story that goes back to fucking 2011 when I was still at university. So it's been.
By the way, he said in the chat, we're cool now. Don't ban me.
Oh, really? Is that why he writes into other podcasts to tell them to say that we suck? Is that why? Is that why? Anyway.
Don't do that, man.
Yeah, we saw that, Jeremy. We saw that. And you think we're cool now? Nah, bruh. Nah. Right. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm surprised that you said that because I thought, for me, it really showed Roman's weakness. Like, he's not great on the microphone, and just putting him up against Cena really, really emphasized how much more this character has to go to grow. He's not ready to be handed the torch. And it's a shame because, you know, with Cena, he's become a part-timer, like Roman said in the promo. Like, he's not wrong there. But Cena hit a lot of truth, such as saying, you know, he took the United States Championship and he made it relevant again, whereas Roman, basically, it was treated as a demotion. We said that last year, this time last year, you know, when he got busted for, you know, what was it? It wasn't steroids or anything, but he was caught with a drug in his system, and he got suspended for 30 days. And then he came back and he went straight for the United States Championship. And Roman never treated it as something else. Like, it was kind of just there to be used as a punishment until he went back into the main event picture, which he eventually did. I think it was Roadblock of last year. That's when he went back into it.
Something.
You know, and yeah. And I just think that he forgot his lines at one point, and he's just not putting him up against Cena. Really, to me, harmed the character. It didn't do Roman any favors. Cena looked much stronger. And you know that what's going to happen is Roman's going to go over Cena, and he's not ready for it. In my personal opinion, as a fan, he looked like a fish out of water. I didn't think he was very good. Cena completely destroyed him on the microphone. And I know what they said, it was actually all fucking scripted. Surprising, right? Fucking surprising, because I thought it was actually all off the cuff. But
was
no,
it?
It was all scripted. The dirt sheets have said that was the entire promo was scripted. The only time they went off script was when Roman lost his lines. But everything was scripted, even when Cena said breaking the fourth wall or whatever it was that he said. I think he said like hello fourth wall or something like that. But Woofy just said breaking down the fourth wall and hamming it up really benefited both of them. Oh, okay. So I mean, I seem to be a minority here. I just thought it made Roman look really. He looked like he was miles behind where he should be. He should be getting ready to take over, and he's not ready.
I disagree. I think it sounded like it was something that wasn't scripted. So, like, for me, when he started swearing at him, I'm like, maybe it's because I just watched the McGregor-Mayweather fucking thing, and I'm like...
I wondered how long it would take for you to discuss that.
Oh, we'll discuss that later. But, yeah, like, maybe it's because I just come out watching that. I'm used to people just calling each other a bitch all the time. Maybe that's just the way it is. But I think he showed more personality. I feel that is Roman Reigns. Not, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. Just say whatever's on your fucking mind. Go, you're a part-timer. Get the hell out of my ring, you... And so, and whatever. And, like, I think that I disagree. The fact that he waited and Cena's like, oh, I can wait. I've got fucking all day or whatever it was. And then he's just like, but I feel like Roman didn't go, he didn't like throw enough shade. Should have been more. He should have been like, you've been here for what, 20 years? You look what your head is like really square. You just a twat. Like, can you rap, or are you at some kind of bell end? And you changed your move from the FU to something else, and the whole burying thing makes sense, but it kind of doesn't now because he hasn't really buried anyone in years. He should have just been like, why don't you go off and do what Dwayne does and go do movies or something, and piss off and go away? He could have. He could have brought all that up. He could have brought all that up.
What they could have done, because according to Dave, Things Are Happening Meltzer, he said that what the company tried to do was that they wanted to recreate CM Punk's pipe bomb, but you couldn't do that because Punk. The first sign should have been, well, Punk wasn't scripted. This all was. That's the first sign that you can't do a pipe bomb. But what they should have done is, you could have done something that was very, very interesting. It's been 5 years since the twice in a lifetime round one matchup. It's been 5 years. It's half a decade, right? That's a long, long time, actually. I mean, it doesn't feel like it, but it's been 5 years, half a decade since The Rock and Cena first laid into each other at WrestleMania.
Stop saying that. It makes me feel old.
What they could have done here is something like you said. Roman could have now said, you came out here for years and years and years and criticized Dwayne for going off to Hollywood, becoming a part-timer, barely showing up at all. And now, John, you're now doing the same. I'm here and I know he said this bit, I'm here busting my ass every week so that people like you can come back and take over the main event. Like, that's what he should have done. He should have made Cena feel like you know, oh shit, I was having a go at The Rock, and now I've become The Rock in a way. Obviously, no one, you know what I mean? Like, there could have been a bit more of, because one thing that I've always wanted in wrestling, in modern day wrestling, which is such a lost art now, is long-term storytelling. Like, I've always said, what I'd love to see is a babyface go to the main event, win the championship. He becomes the champion. He's amazed. And he starts, you know, he defends the belt. Starts to get a little bit more paranoid. The longer he holds the belt, he gets a bit more paranoid. He then starts to cheat to win. But then everyone starts calling him up on it. And he's like, I'm really sorry. So he might win the next couple of matches clean. But then he starts, you know, going more and more onto the dark side until eventually he's just a full-blown heel and the biggest heel in the company. Like, that could be a storyline that could take you 2-3 years. Like, he might lose the belt, and then that's when he goes full on dark side because he wants the belt back. Like, that's something that is lost. So with this could have been long-term storytelling, because you've taken Cena, who was the guy who was in the company day in, day out, and he's criticizing The Rock for coming back, taking over WrestleMania, screwing him out of the main event with The Miz, right? Just basically making everything about him. Now Cena has become that person. And now there's a new guy, much like Cena was to The Rock, there's a new guy who's challenging him. That's something that they could have done.
Yeah.
Instead, I felt, and I'm clearly a minority here, I just felt like Roman just wasn't up to scratch. I thought he got lost compared to Cena. He's not up there. I think he's better than Cena was at Cena's point of his mega push. I'm a far superior wrestler now as he was 10 years ago, I think. And Roman's really good in the ring. Like, he knows how to fucking make a move look fucking impactful, right? And he knows how to sell as well. When you get a fucking chair thrown at you, I mean, Jesus, that looks painful. Right? So he's really good in the ring, but he's not good on the microphone. He needs some fucking manager. He needs some. I'm not saying Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman doesn't have to manage everybody, right? But he needs someone to be his fucking mouthpiece. Because shit. I'm sorry, he just looked lost.
I think this is, I mean, there's 2 points that I want to make. One, Roman was doing quite bad, I felt, at the start. And then, as he's like, I'm getting verbally fucking destroyed here. Because he does that thing where he literally talks like, he just mumbles. He just mumbly McMumbleson, just mumbles shite. Like, I don't know what he's, like, I know what he's saying, but it's not like, he's not articulating it clearly, and he's not very loud. He's just he might as well be mumbling, right? He eventually got over that as this thing went on, and I'm like, right, talk like that from now on. Don't mumble like a fucking idiot. And then, which is ironic coming from me, but then, but this is kind of part of the problem. Not everyone has to talk. Why does everyone have to talk? Just let him smash. Let him smash. Wow, that was a wrong phrasing. Let him smash, please.
Yeah, sorry, Becky. Sorry, Becky.
you want some spit?
No, I know.
You want some punch?
you don't want some spit. Woofy put in the chat. Cena actually saved Roman during his flubs with that learn a promo line kid line. Sorry, I got that completely messed up. And then Void said, agreed, Woofy. That saves the momentum of the segment. But that's the bit that I felt like Roman truly lost it. Like, it really, like, you look at some of the great talkers in the history of the company, right? You've got Austin, you've got Michaels, you've got Rock, you've got Cena, right? Not Randy Orton, right? He's not on there. He's fucking way out of the fucking ballpark there in terms of how he needs to be on the mic. But you've got some of the greatest fucking talkers. If they lost where they were in their promo, they would make it up on the spot. Roman flubbed, and it was clear that he flubbed. And that's the problem that I have. That's how I know he is not at the level that he needs to be for the fucking main event picture, to be the next face of the company. If that was Rock, can you imagine The Rock flubbing his lines like that?
Here's the thing.
Getting lost. Can you imagine that? Or Austin, or Michaels, or Cena.
I mean,
let's just put it that way.
the issue that I have is if there's anyone you can learn from to talk, it might as well be John. So John, if he's got a brain, will go after that though. He'll be like, right, we need to go through this. You need to be like more. Just call me a bitch. Just do whatever you got to do. Like, don't. I know we have scripts, but just think of something like, your shirt is ugly. You have a square head. Why do you dress like a 5-year-old when you're nearly 40? Just stuff like that. Just make, you know what I mean? Like,
the Andy Kwan school of insults.
Yeah, well, he does. He's 40 years old. He's dressed up like he's 16 or something. Just say that. Why are you dressed like a child? You're a grown man.
To be fair, he earns a hell of a lot of money dressing like a child. So,
well,
if I was offered $9 million a year to dress the way John Cena does, you fucking bet your ass I'll take it.
That makes me ashamed of you. Anyway, so the point is that I didn't think it was that bad. I don't know. And I feel like this was one of the only times in the history of the show where I didn't mind Roman Reigns.
Wow, that is unique for you. Janie says in the chat, just say you look like Andrew Kwan. That's the biggest insult ever. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Janie.
So anyway, Rosemary and Sexy Star. There was something that happened there. What happened there? There's something that happened between Rosemary and Sexy Star. What happened?
So Sexy Star, who is not some kind of very attractive comment, fuck, damn it. So
what?
This is why we don't do this live and we edit things. So basically, she had a match with Rosemary from Global Force Wrestling. It still sounds weird to me. At this promotion called AAA, which you may have heard of. Not like they're famous.
Yes, I think I've heard of that.
What?
Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
Lovely. So at this event, they had a match, and to finish the match, Sexy Star, which is just stupid and one of the worst names I've ever heard, literally got Rosemary in an armbar, and she taps out, but then she holds the arm and like twists it and makes it really bad to the point where she's actually now injured her.
Legitimately. So, on purpose.
Legit her.
Injured her. Yeah.
So
did she pull the arm out of the socket or something? I mean, I've heard differing reports as to what actually happened.
Well, that's the thing. Like, some people are saying it's so bad it's going to need surgery, and some people are like, hey, it might just take a few weeks. But she's definitely legit hurt because of this. To the point where wrestlers and people are just like, up yours! Why are you doing this?
Well, Cody Rhodes tweeted that he's not ever going to share a locker room with Sexy Star, so he's blacklisting her. I know that she was actually booked for a convention, I think this weekend or the next weekend, and she's actually been cancelled. The promoters of the wrestling convention have actually cancelled her and actually replaced her with Rosemary. So
I'm trying to look it up now, but I can't.
Yeah. So it's pretty bad. It seems like it's a legit situation where Sexy Star basically shot on Rosemary right at the very end of the match. And the thing that I find the most confusing is no one seems to know why this happened. There's not like, no one knows if there's ever been any real heat between these two. As far as I'm even aware, they don't work for the same companies, because Sexy Star is in Lucha Underground. Rosemary is in GFW. Like, they are competing promotions. So I don't know really what has caused this. I don't know if Sexy Star, she might not, just to play devil's advocate, she might not have known that she was, I mean, how the fuck do you actually do that and not know you're hurting someone?
Yeah.
But, she could have just thought it's all part of it. I'm trying to play devil's advocate in any way possible.
There's no devil's advocate. She tried to break her arm.
For no reason. It's an absolute dick move. It's an absolute dick move. There's no reason for it. I was watching Botchamania recently, as one does. But it's like there was that one with Rachel Ellering, I think. And they just kind of shot. Yeah, if you haven't watched the latest Botchmania, go and watch it. There's literally like a bit where it's just the most awkward thing ever. And I don't know why they do this. Like, if you've got a problem, you don't see like fucking Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans in the middle of a scene in the Avengers, and Robert Downey just goes, "By the way, Chris, you ate the last fucking bagel, you cunt." Like, you don't see that in a movie. Like, why is it okay to happen in the middle of a ring?
Avengers Bagel War.
Infinity bagel.
It's just that purple dude with a bagel going, "I have all the bagels now.
I have all the bagel stones now."
No,
Avengers.
it's just no. They're not
bagels.
stones. They're actual bagels.
Yeah, exactly. They're bagels. Infinity bagels.
A blue one.
This one's a cinnamon one. This one's got icing. I don't fucking. How do we go off on these weird fucking tangents?
What were you even talking about?
Sexy star and just being a dick.
Yeah, that's it. But like, that's true, because like, if say, I don't know, you go to Tesco or something, and you know, or you go to a Walmart, and there's two people who work there who don't like each other. It's just like, I would like to buy this deodorant, please. And they go, "I don't like that guy. He's a twat." And I'm just like, "I just want my deodorant. I don't care about your problem. Go sort that out in your own time." Like, no, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
okay.
Woofy said in the chat that Sexy Star apparently has a massive ego and was throwing her weight around with everyone in that match. Brought out of retirement to be a cunt, which, yeah, sounds about right, to be honest. Sounds about right. Alex King asks us how we feel about Batista going into the Hall of Fame. We will talk about that in a minute. Is there any last things you want to say about Sexy Star and Rosemary?
No.
There's no place for it, essentially.
I mean that's what I'm saying. It's just
yeah.
Wait, Batista.
I mean, can you imagine?
Batista's going in the Hall of Fame.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But could you imagine, Andy, if you went to your job tomorrow and you just walked in and you just went up to somebody, "You're a fucking cunt, mate," and that, like, could you imagine that being okay in the workplace? Of course not. Why do you do it in a ring? There's no place for it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There's no place for it.
Anyone else would. That's the weird thing about wrestling. If anyone else like punched another coworker in the face for no reason, like literally, Liam, if you worked in an office, which you don't, but if you worked in an office, and I don't know, your colleague went hello, and you go, like, I don't think, yeah, just go, "Get out of my way." Like, I just be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, there's no place for it. So,
and you would get sued. You get arrested for assault.
Yeah.
What the hell? She assaulted someone.
I don't understand how that isn't considered assault, because
it's gotta be. You try to break a goddamn arm.
Like, as a shoot, like, it's not an angle, like, it's not an accident, because obviously injuries happen by accident. I think Xavier Woods is currently out with an injury. Shit happens by accident in the ring. But if that's a legit thing, and you know, I tried to play devil's advocate and say maybe she didn't know, but how the fuck do you not know when you're trying to break someone's arm?
Yeah, right? I don't understand. Like, I get like heat of the moment, but it's similar to a guy in MMA, probably named Paul Harris or something. Basically, this guy would keep choking people out after they've tapped, and his thing was, "Oh, I just didn't know. It was the heat of the moment and adrenaline kicked in." It's like, no, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. You're just being a dick. So let's talk about what Alex King put in the chat, which Andy seems to be surprised about. Batista is being rumored to go into the main. He's rumored to be the headliner of next year's Hall of Fame ceremony in New Orleans. I think with something like with the success that Guardians of the Galaxy has had, and especially next year when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. No, fucking hell. When Avengers Infinity War comes out.
No. Bagel War.
Sorry, Infinity Bagel War. when that comes out with Thanos and his 5 Infinity Bagels on his gauntlet of bagels, the Infinity Gauntlet Bagel. I'm just running the joke into the ground. I've turned into Andy. When that movie comes out, it's going to be it's probably the biggest film of all time with the amount of people that's in it, the hype that it's had. I mean, essentially, this film has been hyped since 2012. So that'll be 6 years. So there is a lot. Yeah.
Sorry. Just I don't think that people care about Marvel as much now.
No,
like,
Andy, this is going to be.
I was talking to like my friends and other people, and they're like, "I'm sick of superhero movies." Was kind of the consensus. They're just like,
yeah,
I'm done now.
Yeah, you're missing out the second part of that story, though, buddy. What's
the second part of the story?
You told them that your mate worked on it, and then suddenly they were all really cool about it again. Yes. So yeah, let's move on. So no, Infinity War is going to be one of the biggest movies of all time, without a fucking doubt. It's guaranteed to make a lot of money, and I think that it makes sense for Batista to go in. He's done a lot in the company in a short period of time. He's held many world titles. He's main evented a few WrestleManias. It makes total sense, and I think more so for the marketing. I mean, you're gonna have Batista, Drax the Destroyer. He's gonna be a main character in one of the biggest movies of next year. Makes total sense that he's gonna be if they put him in the Hall of Fame. It will totally be for a marketing thing. To be like, hey, look, we've got a WWE Hall of Famer, not just in the White House, but in the Avengers. Both major things, because, you know, that's important. There's a spider on my ceiling.
What in the hell are you doing?
There's a spider on my ceiling.
Brilliant. This makes excellent viewing.
Fuck.
Oh God! What the hell? What in God's name are you doing?
I'm trying.
Okay, number one, why are you throwing a sponge at it?
It's not a sponge.
What was that thing?
Something. I keep missing.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to get rid of the spider.
Yeah, but you don't need to. It's not going to eat you, is it?
Oh shit! Oh fuck! I hit it. And it's gone somewhere.
It's almost as if she just left it alone.
Okay, I don't know where it's gone.
What
was it saying?
I don't know. I can't remember now. Something to do with Batista or something.
Oh yeah, it'd be purely for a marketing ploy to have, you know, they can say we've got a Hall of Famer in the White House and in the Avengers. So there you go.
But the thing,
Wolfie just put 10 out of 10 best stream, guys. Thank you.
God damn. So basically, the reason why I think it's such a big deal is because this is shut up about the. So basically, it's the first of like a generation to go in the Hall of Fame of like the Cena, Orton, Batista generation to go in.
I would disagree with that. I mean, you could say theoretically Edge is that generation.
No, Edge's Attitude Era starting.
He was a mid-carder in the Attitude Era. He was a main eventer in the Cena Ruthless Aggression Era.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when they started their careers, please don't be pedantic about it. God damn it. So
I am being pedantic, massively pedantic.
Don't be bloody pedantic, okay? The Suplah, we use big words. So basically...
You don't even know how to spell pedantic.
You don't even know how to spell shut up.
I don't know how to spell it either, to be honest. So.
Good job. Bravo. Can you make a point? Make sure you can back it up, you big...
silly goose.
Yeah, you big silly goose. So, yeah, maybe the fact that Batista's going in is making me feel old. At any moment now, I'm going to have a midlife crisis.
I mean, you'll have a midlife crisis before you end the streak. I mean, that's sad, really, when you think about it.
So I think that's probably a good time to end this thing. Is there anything else?
We have a couple of other things we could have talked about, but okay.
All right, don't. What? I just don't want to talk about that thing. So what else do you want to talk about?
No, we got 2K18. More people have been revealed. There's things are happening with that game.
Oh, good. I'm not buying it. So there you go.
No one knows what's actually in the game besides the fact that they've confirmed that Showcase isn't a thing in the game anymore. They've stopped with that.
What was Showcase wasn't in the latest one, was it?
No, but then they did a DLC of the Hall of Fame Showcase, so it was technically back. And now this one won't even have that. So I don't even fucking know what this game is going to be. That's the problem. That's the problem with 2K17. We've said it so many times. There's fucking nothing to the game. There was nothing. It was boring. Do something with it.
But Liam, they have new advertisements like Truth, don't do drugs, and also KFC on the arena. Isn't that good?
I don't give a flying fuck. I want something to fucking just hold my interest. I played that fucking game. I tried. I held on for quite long for me. Fucking 2 months.
The only reason
The only
reason I'm still playing it is because I've created characters. I've created a North Korean character, and it's great.
No, I don't even play. I play Uncharted now. I'm playing the new Uncharted game because I'd rather play something. I'd rather play something good than play something that is shit.
Did you just ignore
Liam Dunn's definition of
right? Is Fire
What?
Pro any good?
I don't fucking know. I don't have it.
People in the chat can ask.
You may as well go. You may as well say, "Hey, Liam, is Australia a good place to visit?" I don't fucking know, Andrew. I don't fucking know. Fucking hell, you.
It's not nice, is it?
It's not nice.
You want to talk about Floyd versus Conor really quick?
All right, really quick. John says that apparently Fire Pro is very good, by the way.
Woohoo! I'm going to get it at some point.
Okay, so Floyd versus Conor. That was a thing that happened. Floyd won.
Oh God! I never uploaded the video of when we went to the London press conference.
No, we did a video when we went to the London press conference and Andy never uploaded it, so now it's pointless and out of date. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'll upload it anyway at some point soon.
Brendan's here. He says, "Nice to hear you guys yelling at each other again."
Yeah, well, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We just shout at each other.
But now we can't physically hurt each other like we normally do. Well, I say physically hurt each other. It's a bit more.
You emotionally do it. It's worse.
Yeah, it caused mental scars. Conor held on longer than I thought. I think he got to round 10. But by round 8, you could see he was fucking knackered.
Yeah, he even said it himself. Like he said by round 6, he was like, "LOL, I was just out of it. I couldn't."
Floyd did exactly what I fucking told you he was going to do from the beginning. But you kept going, "No, Conor McGregor is the best because he's Irish and I'm also part Irish. Did you know that, everyone? I'm part Irish. I'm partly Irish. I like potatoes." Right? So you were convinced. You were like, "No, Floyd's going to lose because Conor's younger. He's got the reach advantage." And I went, "Yeah, but Floyd's got about fucking 20 years of experience on top of him. And guess what? That experience paid the fuck off because all he did was rope-a-dope. Rope-a-dope.
No, he didn't rope-a-dope. Did you watch the fight?
I did watch the fight. It was just like, Floyd just stayed back. He just stayed back.
Conor won the first, second, the fourth, and maybe the 5th round.
I would say the first 3 were definite. 4 and 5 was at least debatable.
Okay, so he won maybe half the rounds of that. That's not too bad though, right? I know he lost. Granted, I will accept defeat because I'm not deluded. But what was that face? But stop doing that. But for a guy who has never fought a boxing match in his life to last 10 rounds.
Whoa. Hang about. He's not fucking some Jack the Lad off the fucking street from the pub. He is a professional fighter. Right?
Wait, give me a minute. There have been fighters.
If fucking John Smith from fucking Tesco's lasted that long, I'd be fucking impressed.
No, I meant right. There have been boxers that fought Floyd and not lasted 10 rounds.
Right, yeah, okay, fair enough. Because you made it sound like he's not
No,
a boxing.
he didn't.
Yeah, he is a professional fighter, though.
Yeah, well, he did better than what like I would do. But then again, I would happily.
You wouldn't even be able to win against a fucking pillow.
Yeah, but then again, okay, 1 minute, 1, 2, 3, go. Ow, I lost. The point is that I would happily get punched in the face by Floyd Mayweather for £100 million. Happily.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let me just
I
hit
don't
you
understand
once.
what that point is. Yeah, but I don't know what your point is meant to be there because Conor lost like I told you he was going to lose.
Yeah, but they weren't that bad. But I think
it wasn't that bad. Out of 12 rounds, he lasted to 10. But, I mean, I thought he was going to get knocked out around round 7, to be honest.
the fight was entertaining. It wasn't a complete whitewash, and, you know, is what it is.
I don't know if it was that. I didn't think it was that. I mean, I find boxing boring in general.
Well, that's the thing that we also kind of noticed, because I watched this with a group of friends, and
You don't have friends. You don't have friends.
I have friends. Anyway, so basically, I watched this with friends, which I have.
No, you didn't. Yeah, yes, I watched it with friends too.
Just because you live miles away doesn't mean I can come find you. Right. So the point is, I watched this with friends. Don't do the joke. You will run that joke into the ground, and when you do, I'll be happy. The point is that now I've lost my point.
Sorry, are you going to say? Are you going to say you're going to start the sentence saying you saw it with friends because you've said that about 3 times?
Yeah, but every single time you say it, friends. What is that laugh?
Oh,
what the hell was that? The point is that
what's that face? What's that fucking face?
That's just my normal face.
Exactly.
I'm so glad I don't live with you anymore. Because if I lived with you another year, I probably would have just gone.
What was that?
I don't know. That was my rage face. So basically, that's gonna be screenshotted forever. Great. So we watched
that into a meme.
We watched UFC fights. So then to go and watch a boxing match was just like, this is so tame. But we had to like get used to watching boxing because it is a bit tame in comparison, sort of.
Which is boring, I find personally.
I mean, the only reason I was invested in it was because of the final fight. I was like, come on, Conor. And then it was just like, oh, God, he's winning. Oh, God, he's so tired. Oh, God, stop. Stop, he's already dead. And that was that.
Was that a joke?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Why am I friends with you? I just don't understand.
And on that note, better than the show.
Well, this is a special impromptu live episode of the Suplah. I am Andy Kwan.
I'm Liam Dunn.
And you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. What else are we on? Snapchat.
We have a gaming channel. Suplah Gaming. Put it in the search bar now after you're done watching this. And then just check out some of the shit we've been doing. Crash Bandicoot's returning. I need to record it. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow.
And we also have a Redbubble where you can buy our crap. Where is it? Including this. You want to buy a shirt with this ugly monstrosity's face on it? You can. Liam's wearing a shirt. You can go to redbubble.com. No, people, just put in the Suplah. It's just bloody easier, really, isn't it? So yeah. What else is there? Why are you looking around the room? I think Liam's muted himself. Hello? Right. All right, we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Technical issues are the best. Goodbye.